if you accept the more continuous view, that you end up with unjust theories, because they will replicate the differential of power that are at the origin of the contract.
Existing in multiple conceptions and situated practical forms, and from the hypothesis that in the shadow of the dominant liberal democratic model and its symptoms of crisis, other understandings and practices of democracy may actually be newly emerging and developing. So the
elite who should govern, and if the masses get the governing power, if the power is given to them, then everything will be dismantled. It's the same idea that legitimizes also liberal representative democracy, that an elite governs and not letting the actual power in the hands of the masses.
It was like 10,000 euros per one of these communes that they decided what to do with. And in terms of deliberation, there is a lot of vertical discussion from the public to the administration and to the mayor. There's not so much horizontal deliberation.
When it comes to thinking democratic ecological planning in an entangled world. So what does this mean? What is environmentality?
This 1/3 that are not otherwise engaged, it happened in Porto Alegre. There was a high participation of people with poorer neighborhoods, background, and so it is possible, but I don't have the formula yet. When does it happen, and how it is possible to make it more permanent? Thank you.
If we think we are aware of the colonial roots, what can democracy look like in the Anthropocene? So it's my presentation is also about kind of extending Flatbutt's idea, but it's also about kind of not directly rejecting what he said, but at the same time kind of extending it to
as market socialism, for example. Insights coming from the planning debate have direct implications for how to think about appropriate alternative governmentalities for the Anthropocene.
Because we may look directly for practices that are somehow related to the Anthropocene, but still we need to know how or what the Anthropocene would be about. And so my second point is that we already know a lot about the Anthropocene, or at least, and also about politics and democracy in the Anthropocene, or at least we know what we do not know somehow.